Well, welcome to another great year and semester at Yavapai College. This video is being made for the students in the online version of Psychology Sociology 277, otherwise secretly known on campus as Human Sexuality class. Can't say that too loud. This is, after all, Prescott, Arizona. Just kidding, everybody. I want to give you some important information about the class, and that's first talk about due dates for quizzes. And you can see this on the third page of your syllabus, and under where it says quiz information. I have a syllabus right here in front of me, which is kind of handy to have around. You have a practice quiz that was open. Of course, that closed on the 31st. That was just to kind of get the idea of the format of the quizzes. No points associated, just to get you comfortable if you've never taken a quiz on Blackboard. Quizzes 1 through 4 were open beginning on the 20th of January, and they close out on February 9th. All quizzes close out at midnight that day. So in other words, you've got until midnight on the 9th to take the quizzes 1 through 4. I don't recommend waiting until 11:30 to take all 4 quizzes. If you start a quiz, and if you start it, say, at 5 minutes to midnight, it will shut you off and you'll be graded on what you got done. Those are the deadlines. We've got to keep this semester rolling. Now, I got a question from one person, said, are the quizzes numbers the same as the chapter numbers? They absolutely are. Keep it simple. I always believe in the KISS principle. I'll leave off the last S. But, in other words, there's some chapters I would like to have in a different place, but to keep things simple and easier for the students, 1 through 4 is chapters 1 through 4 or quizzes 1 through 4. The next set of quizzes begin on February 10th and are open until March 2nd, and those are chapters or quizzes 5 through 8. Quizzes 9 through 12 or chapters 9 through 12 are open on March 3rd through the 30th of March. And the final 4 quizzes open on March 31st and close out on May 5th. The other thing that's relevant are the discussion boards. I want to spend a little time on those. Everybody did a great job on the sexual knowledge quiz. Everybody seemed to be fairly honest with that. The next one that is up and will be open until the 16th of February is the Sex in the Bible video. After that, the next one will be the 18 Ways to Make a Baby, which opens on 2/17 and closes on March 9th, right before spring break. The fourth is the HIV education, opens up on the 22nd of March, closes out on the 20th of April, and our final discussion board is erotica versus porn, probably the more controversial one, which opens up on the 21st of April and ends on the 11th of May. Now, basically, to get points on the discussion board, you come in and make an original post based on the questions you'll find in Blackboard for each discussion board. And then to get the rest of the points, make comments on somebody else's posts. Now, what I would like you to do is be polite. If you disagree, disagree politely. If you agree, go ahead and give the person, their due. But once again, let's keep this civil. The first 2 after the sexual knowledge quiz, the Sex in the Bible and 18 Ways to Make a Baby, are based on videos which have been embedded by our TELS team into Blackboard. So you can watch those right through Blackboard. The HIV education is a website and an article to read on HIV education. And the final one is the most controversial. I have given you a website that will send you to a website that is a artist co-op. And all the artists have put their work, shall we say, on this website in order to sell this. So they all believe that they are erotic artists and they're not pornographers. And so there are some fairly, shall I say, graphic images on that site. You want to keep in mind when you're reading this, sometimes erotica or porn is in the eye of the beholder, and one of the keys to understanding this exercise is what we think is erotic versus what is pornography may well be how we were socialized. So keep that in mind when you are doing that discussion board, and of course keep it civil between yourselves and your replies. Other than that, I'd like you, if you have any questions, feel free to call me. If I'm not there, leave a message. My campus number is 776-2321. If you want to email me, I actually prefer if you use the Ask the Prof discussion board, because that way we don't have to worry too much about spam filters. I do suggest that if you want to email me, instead of using the Ask the Prof, email me through Blackboard. If you email me through Blackboard, the chances of a spam filter messing things up are much less likely, and I'll get your emails. If it is something personal, is it a question about a test, you want to appeal something that you thought was marked wrong and you thought you got it right, don't use the Ask the Prof discussion board. Either use email or call me personally. Anyhow, I hope everybody has a great semester. Thanks for choosing Yavapai College, and have a great rest of your day.